During Module 2, I continue my examination of veteran students. For my first applied model, what I did was took a walking tour of UNCW's campus. While walking through campus, I tried to view the campus from the perspective of military students. Some of the things that I noticed were military bumper stickers were on a large number of cars, whether that be in the form of a bumper sticker, a magnet, or some of them even had passes to Camp Lejeune. Once I started noticing some of these things that would indicate their belonging into this particular group, I started spotting additional items such as insignias, lanyards, camouflage rucksacks, dog tags, so on and so forth. This demonstration of group membership reminded me a little bit of the pride and association that Greek life members display. Sorority and fraternity men and women wear their Greek letters to show their membership into their Greek community as well as their individual chapter. I kind of thought this reminded me a little bit of veteran students that wear Navy apparel, Army apparel, Marine apparel, Air Force apparel, Coast Guard apparel. It kind of shows and indicates their belonging into a specific group. To continue, I wanted to learn a little bit more about this group identification. So what I did was spoke with Thomas Waddle II. He is a Vanderbilt alumnus, a former Marine sergeant, and a current UNC graduate student. He kind of explained to me that there are two real veteran groups. There's a group that externalizes pride, and they do this by showing their group membership and displaying their veteran status through the form of military paraphernalia. And then there are those that internalize their pride and they do not want to use their veteran status as a way to identify themselves. So for this group, you would not necessarily see them wearing dog tags or putting stickers on their cars. After learning a little bit about veteran students by walking through campus while looking through their eyes and through my interview with Tom Waddle, I started to think about Finney's model of ethnic identity. Finney's ethnic identity model is 3 stages that explores, questions, and understands the implications of group membership. This can be found in Bernal and Knight on page 75. Through this 3-stage process, people are using ethnicity as a primary indicator for minority group membership. And as people go through these 3 stages, they ultimately achieve a healthy bicultural identity. In other words, they now accept their minority status and appreciate the group membership that their minority status provides them, and they also appreciate and accept other ethnicities and minority groups because they understand the background and the history and the purpose and satisfaction that goes hand in hand with being accepted into a minority group. One of the pros of Finney's model of ethnic identity is that it articulates why ethnic identity is of great importance to minorities. It explains why and how they can use their ethnic identity to show membership into a group. A con of Finney's model of ethnic identity is that it isolates ethnicity and does not take into consideration cross-sectional identities. In other words, this model does not consider gender, transitional experiences, or even just other identities and other ethnicities. It does not take into account that people are not of one origin. All in all, by studying Finney's model of ethnicity and interviewing Tom Waddle as well as walking through campus, I learned that veteran students use their veteran status as an identifier and entrance into group membership, similar how ethnic minorities use their ethnicity as entrance into group membership. And just like minorities, not all veterans or minorities publicly display their pride through logos and branded material. Lastly, I learned that veteran students have many factors influencing their identity post-military, and one of those major factors is the fact that they were in the military and now host a veteran status and utilize that to help them establish an identity in a group and as an individual.